Hello students, it's Señora Bosenberg. Hoy vamos a hablar sobre las palabras interrogativas, also known as interrogative words. Do we remember what interrogative words mean or are? Are they actions, verbs, or subjects? This goes back to Spanish 1. So let's try and remember what interrogative words are. Okay, so here we have all of the interrogative words. So if you said that interrogative words were questions, you were correct. Here, the only one that is a little wrong is this cuando. That O should go right behind the D. So we have que, de dónde, por qué, con quién, cómo, a dónde, cuál, cuándo, cuántas, or dónde. What do these all have in common? You are correct if you said acentos. So make sure that when you are writing these in your notebook, that you put all of these acentos in every single word. Now, go ahead and try to remember what they mean in English. How do we know what we're asking? So, here are what they mean in English. Que goes to what. Cómo goes to how or what. Quién goes to who. Con quién goes with whom. Dónde goes to where. Cuántos or cuántas goes to how many. A dónde goes to where. De dónde goes to from where. Cuál means which or what. Por qué means why. And cuándo means when. I hope that you were able to get all of those without looking at your notes. One important thing that we need to remember when asking a question or using an interrogative word is to put your verb before your subject. So here in this example, ¿Qué bebe Javier en el restaurante? Your verb is bebe, which is followed from your subject, which is Javier. Then we have our interrogative word, which is que. What does que mean in this sentence? For this activity, I've given you 4 different questions. And you know me, I had to scramble them. What you're going to have to do is put them in the correct order in order to create a question. So here's your first example. Try to put this scrambled question into one specific question. Remember, you need to have your interrogative word first, followed by the verb. If you answered, ¿Cuándo vas tú al cine? Then you are correct. Make sure to give yourself a high five. But while you did that, remember that you should have included these 2 acentos and the question marks, both of them, in order to be correct. Scramble number 2 talks about Julio's English. So go ahead and try to come up with the correct question that would go with this scrambled question. If you guessed correct, if you put, ¿Por qué estudia Julio inglés? You were right. That was the second question. The scramble number 3 deals with the cine. So go ahead in your notebook and on the iPad, unscramble this question. If you put, ¿Cuándo vas al cine? You were right. Make sure that you are including these acentos and the question marks. If not, it would be wrong. Okay, this is your next unscramble. So go ahead and take your time and write the correct question in the correct order. If you put ¿Qué haces tú después de clases? You are right. But make sure you included those acentos. Because if not, you would be penalized for that mistake. For our next activity, I will show you a picture and a question. What you need to do is to translate the question and answer it, of course, in Spanish, not like we speak any other language in this class. So question número 1. ¿Con quién está Kim? ¿Con quién está Kim? Make sure you answer these questions. So write down the question and the answer in your notebook, but also on the iPad device. Número 2. ¿Cuándo es el día de Navidad? ¿Cuándo es el día de Navidad? Número 3. ¿A dónde vas todos los días? ¿A dónde vas todos los días? Número 4. ¿Quién es Honey Boo Boo? ¿Quién es Honey Boo Boo? Número 5. ¿De dónde es Phineas? ¿De dónde es Phineas? Número 6. ¿Por qué vas al parque? ¿Por qué vas al parque? Número 7. ¿Cuántos estudiantes hay en la clase? ¿Cuántos estudiantes hay en la clase? Número 8. ¿Quién es este chico y cómo es? ¿Quién es este chico y cómo es? This activity is a little different. Now I'm giving you the responses and you need to write the questions. So the first one is, hay 10 hojas de papel. So that is the answer. You need to write up the question. Número 2. Soy de California. Soy de California. So what would be the correct question for this answer? Número 3. Vamos al parque. Vamos al parque. So what question would you write for this? ¿Por qué me gusta nadar? ¿Por qué me gusta nadar? Es Dora la exploradora. Es Dora la exploradora. Es el 25 de diciembre. Es el 25 de diciembre. Here, I've shared the questions that would go with those responses. For number 1, you should have had ¿Cómo eres? Número 2, ¿qué te gusta hacer? Número 3, ¿cuántas hojas de papel hay? Número 4, ¿de dónde eres? 5, ¿a dónde van? 6, ¿por qué vas a la piscina? 7, ¿quién es? Y número 8, ¿cuándo es Navidad? Make sure that we notice that all of these are questions, so they have both question marks in the beginning and at the end. And the interrogative words also have acentos.